Welcome to Let There Be Light. I am your host, Horatio Harts II. It is wonderful to be joined by my friend and my colleague, Sarah No Sweeney. So glad to have you. We are talking post Oscars. I know it's been about 2 weeks, Sarah. I'm so excited to get knee deep into our impressions, our emotions, our intentions for what we felt and experienced during the Oscars. I don't even know where we want to begin, but I'm going to toss it to you. Is there anything that stood out that you thought, you know what? This is absurd. Can we rage bait for just a little while? What
Yes,
made you
I
mad?
yeah. Do you know, like, 2 things I thought of while we were watching was one was, the past couple I guess the last and then the 2 before that presidential elections, where I have a really clear idea of what I want to happen, and then
Mm,
as the results slowly start coming in, I start realizing, like, "Oh, I've put too much faith in humanity once again." I had a little
right.
bit of that experience, and
Mm,
I think increasingly I'm starting to feel like, disappointed when celebrities, are struggling to use their platforms to speak to real issues about real things that we're dealing with, like, the
okay.
lack of commentary on the war and the state of American society, was distressing to me. Like, it was limited to a very few, people's comments, and I think
Mm-hmm.
I felt a little disappointed about that too. I felt like, "Oh, this is part of the Oscars is the machine that keeps us, like, entertained so we don't question too many things that are going on around us," and clearly
Yeah.
that extends all the way to our Best Picture result, but yeah, I'll wait for that. We won't dive all the way into the deep end right away.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about you?
No, I'm with you. No, I'm with you. There were moments where I was sitting with bated breath, like many people were, and I was on threads just tapping away because after maybe like the first two awards, I think it was the major ones, which was best supporting actress and then best supporting actor. um I got frustrated with, and I thought,
Oh.
I don't know. And then best casting, and I thought, wait a minute. And a lot of folks are on threads saying, I don't know if it's going to go that way. And then I started realizing through like I expected more out of Conan O'Brien to give some of the to set the stage
Mm.
of the kind of chaotic backdrop that we're having the Oscars in. So I'm not a big fan of Conan O'Brien as an Oscar host. I just don't find some of his jokes, they don't really land. I loved his montage in the intro, the first 14 minutes where all the films came through. That was funny seeing him in those different scenes. But when we think about what was happening in the streets of LA at that time, what's happening with ICE all around. I literally just got off the plane yesterday and ICE were in the airport. Um, when we had the I forget what award ceremony it was when Delroy Lindo and Michael B. Jordan had to deal with the outburst that became a
At
viral
BAFTA.
sensation at BAFTA, with a gentleman who is dealing with Tourette's. Um, there were just so many things. There was so much pressure for the night. And I was expecting Conan to kind of cut through that and bring some levity and some attention to like the real world suffering. So he had a few moments where I thought, okay, that's pretty good. But I wanted there to be more of a placard, like you said, for the platform to be used as a way to protest. Now, this happens in the Super Bowl all the time, right? Bad
Yeah,
Bunny this year. You've got Kendrick a few years before. Like, whenever we are at these cultural moments where we expect the artist to be in artistic, musical protest, it's never enough, right? As much
I
as
know.
Kendrick did a few years ago, it's
Yeah.
never enough, right? As much as Bad Bunny was up on that stage and doing his thing and putting on for his culture, his very presence was a rejection of what has become status quo in our country. And so many people love that performance, and yet we always want more. We want the middle finger in the air. We want down with the Donald. We want the fire up, right? We want the roof on fire. And the Oscars is yet another art platform where we want to bring attention to the very things that are outside of the doors. So I'm always wanting for that. And I've realized like I am not the one on the stage. So I can only have so much desire for. I mean, I can have all the desire, but they're only going to quench that thirst to a point. So I thought, get somebody else instead of Conan. I liked when Jimmy Kimmel came on stage, and I thought, oh, here we go. That's who should be doing it, but he's got the Grammys. So I'm with you. I am with you. Now,
Yeah,
let's talk about you like did you watch the documentary Mr. Nobody Against Putin?
I did.
You did because that won best documentary.
It did.
And how did you feel about that award?
I felt great about it. It wasn't the one that I
Okay.
had hoped would win, but,
Mm,
um, it was an excellent documentary.
okay.
Um, it had affected me quite a bit, following along with this teacher. And maybe it really fits with what you're saying in that, like, the protest or the resistance that we're wanting usually isn't what we're expecting or isn't enough. Like,
Mm,
this was like a regular guy who was a teacher, who the documentary showed him really struggling and going back and
mm,
forth with how he wanted to engage what was being asked of him in his educational environment and facing a
mhm,
ton of resistance, including from within his own family. It was not
mm,
linear. It was not it was not what you think of when you think of like a clean activist depiction. It
yeah,
like showed how much struggle was involved in his discernment. Did you see it?
mm. I did not see it. I next year, I'm gonna be watching it soon, but what I've realized is I wasn't as aware as I should have been on all these other categories. I was
Down
best
ballot,
picture,
as they say.
down
Yeah.
yeah, down ballot, right? I'm just stroking the pen. So I'm
Yeah.
invested now, and because and we'll get to this later, um, I'm recognizing that the Oscars are trying to do a whole lot in rewarding these creators. It's not
Yes.
always about and this is not to say that, uh, best documentary wasn't the best documentary, the winner of it, but some of these awards are not given because 'cause they're the best thing created
Yeah,
artistically, and that's subjective,
what do you
right?
think? Yeah. What
I've
is it about?
yeah, it's a so these folks have been doing the creating for decades, and so the Oscars will award the nominating committee of however many folks are on that board, hundreds of folks, are trying to play catch up on folks who
Mm,
probably deserved it for another film, but because they were up at it against different comp, they had to take the back seat. And so here comes their time to be christened and coronated. Um, Especially with our best picture film, right? I mean, Paul Thomas Anderson, the director of One Battle After Another, has created all these other films that may have been better films than One Battle After Another, but because of his comp years in the past, another film wins. So sometimes I'm noticing the political influence of who has not won it yet, who has been creating for decades. And this picture that we're about to give them the award for may not be their best, but it is their time.
like we're rewarding
And
the canon.
we're rewarding exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Well,
Who
I'm upset
is
about
owed
that.
their due. Me too, right. It gets on my nerves because I don't think that was the best picture I saw last year.
Oh my gosh.
But that continues to happen even down to the actresses and actors. So I was upset about that. I'm just noticing that about the system of the Oscars. Like it's not about who was the best at the time. That's there for sure, but it's also who's up next, who's been in the club for long enough. Um, So I'm learning about this Oscars thing. I'm really getting an education on how uh, systems aren't just in the streets; they're in the ballrooms and on
Yeah.
the stages as well. Isn't that
Yeah,
crazy? I
yeah.
think it's nuts.
And in
I
the
think.
wallets and the pockets and in the
Yeah,
industry, like the inner workings of the
yeah,
industry. Yeah. I know. I feel
all
so
of that.
silly. When you're saying it, I'm like, "Oh my god, that's so obvious." But you're already
Right.
teaching me how to appreciate the Best Supporting Actress award and see it that way. Like, you're already helping me to understand it better than what I was doing, which was just being like kind of throwing a little hissy fit over here with myself. So,
Over
I
the best
appreciate you
actress.
saying that. Best
Yeah.
supporting
What
actress.
supporting actress? Well, don't appreciate me too much because I have a tissy fit too. I was unhappy with it. I was mad. So Amy Madigan won Best Supporting Actress for Weapons. When that happened, that was a point when, at least on my feeds, all the black threads was like, "Is this how the night's gonna go?
Oh, like it was like a
What's
canary in the coal mine
happening
or like a weather
here?"
vane.
Yes, yes,
Mm.
because we had already heard Best Original Song was Golden, which was fantastic. I loved that. That song was the only song that was on the radio from K-pop Demon Hunters, and I was happy with that award. After that, I think it was Best Supporting Actress, and when Amy Madigan got up there, we saw 2 things. Number 1, oh my god, how is it that Sinners hasn't won an award yet? And number 2, we saw Teyana Taylor clapping with jubilee. Deep breaths, which is fine. But I didn't even weapons, weapons, weapons. All right, that was fine with me. Whatever. But in the moment, I was on pins and needles. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Tell me about your hissy fit when she won Best Supporting Actress.
Well, it's sort of unfair, but I thought
Mm,
that the because I was the least impressed with weapons in general of like any film
yes.
that was out here. I love Amy Madigan. She's an
Yeah.
incredible actress.
Right.
Um, but to your theory, it makes sense to think about her getting this award in terms of the history of her acting career. But in terms of
Hmm.
her performance in this particular film, I would
Hmm.
have picked her last. If we ranked them, I would have chosen her last. And again, I bow to Amy Madigan as an actor, as a person,
Sure.
but
Hmm.
not for this performance. I literally would have
Hmm.
picked everyone else before her. So I was
Dang.
so disappointed.
Wow. I mean, I'm with you. And you know what? Here's the thing. I think you have to go in at least, and again, this should have been obvious. You have to go in knowing that you're going to be disappointed at something, right? I don't know why that wasn't in my mind. In my mind,
Hmm.
just a kid in the candy store. You get an Oscar. You get an Oscar. No, you don't get an Oscar. You don't get one. And so for the rest of the women in their category, you don't get one. You
Mm,
know who gets one? The lady who's been acting her tail off and it's her time to rise.
yeah.
And so that's what they, but that's fine. What did you think about old Chalamet? Didn't get one Oscar. And Marty Supreme falls
Tracks.
flat on its face.
Support.
It support, tracks and
Totally.
support, my friend.
Tracks and
Totally.
support. And he had to
Track
sit in the front the
dang.
whole night watching it all unfold in front of
Egg
him.
on his face.
I
Did you
thought that
feel
was
bad at
perfect.
all or were you
Not at all.
huh?
I did not feel bad at all. No, not at all.
You had joy in your heart watching him eat
Well, I don't know about
the
joy.
tomato?
Just I was just like, "Oh yeah, Timothy. I forgot about that guy. He's the guy. I remember him. He's the guy who
No
like
way.
just trashed all the fine arts the week before the Oscars. Like if you're gonna be that short-sighted, then eat your supper and go to bed. Good night, Timothy.
Good night, Timmy. Good night, with the Kardashians sitting next to him. How about that? He's
I
made
mean
it.
I
He's made it.
mean, he has a different
Oh.
award.
Glory to God. He does. You know what though? I thought for sure they were going to win at least one, only because the score was
Mm,
fantastic. It was
mm.
undeniable. I don't think it could have won over Golden, but I just thought they were going to walk away with something. Like him aside, his persona, personality, bigger than life attitude. I mean, I love Marty Supreme. It's my second favorite movie of the year, I think.
I'm sorry. I have empathy for
Well,
you. I don't have empathy for Timothy, but I do have empathy for you.
well,
What do you think it should have won, really? It wasn't nominated
I
for
think,
score.
well, if not, I, I would say maybe casting, because every character in that, I just loved the casting of that film.
The
I really
casting
did.
was
I
good in
mean,
that. You're
the
right.
casting was good. I don't think it should have won a whole lot. I think because I don't think that there was a best supporting actor or actress, but I thought the casting was like if it was to win any, I didn't want him to win best actor. I didn't want him to win best film, but I
Mm.
thought casting. I mean, you had Mr. Wonderful, who Kevin O'Leary first acting gig ever. I mean, he killed that.
He did.
Kevin O'Leary, politics aside,
Right, right, right.
raging capitalist aside, I literally remember walking into HEB after that film, or the day after, and was researching, has Kevin O'Leary acted before? Because he was a freaking beast. I mean, it was so nuanced. Uh, I enjoyed with great pleasure his performance. I mean, he was a vampire in that movie, and I loved it. I loved every part. I mean, he embodied that
Mm.
in a I just I literally Googled, "Has he acted before? How does he do that?" So I thought it deserved something. And then I realized again, to my point earlier, that in the same way that these artists don't, art platforms don't always protest the way we want to. When they want to get in your face and stick up their middle fingers, they absolutely will, and they will say, "Suck it." And oh, did they give Timothy a pacifier? They gave him a pacifier. So
I
I
hope he
felt
enjoys
bad.
it.
I did. Oh boy. Okay. Now, where do you want to? What do you have any rage comments before we get to the good stuff?
What's the good stuff? I
The good stuff is all of the deserved awards.
the deserved awards. Okay, then
For
can
deserved.
we can we complain about do you wanna complain about supporting actor for a second?
We, because he didn't show up. Go ahead. He did not show up.
Well, yeah, that, but also, like, again, really? I just felt like
Really? Yeah. Yeah. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at
no,
all. I didn't like it as much
no.
as I didn't like him in the movie. I didn't like him like I didn't like his little limp. I didn't like it like he got up with that stupid lockjaw. I didn't like any of it. I
I
did not
know,
like it.
it was that
I
all
didn't like
I
it.
know we talked about this already, but it was like it was so on the nose. Everything was just too overdone for me to
It was
appreciate it in terms of acting.
it's the same reason why I didn't like that weapons that I can't keep her
Mhm.
name. That she won for it was just over the top. You know what it is? It was clownish and goofy.
That
It's
that's it.
clownish and goofy. It's
It's
hokey.
clownish. Yep, yep, yep. And those are
It's
not the
playing in my
awards I wanna give
face.
for acting.
Right.
It's
I don't want
something, but it isn't Oscar acting.
no, it's dramatic overtone acting.
Yeah.
It's dramatic overtone. It is um I don't even know how to describe it, but it's doing the most. When you want to do the most,
Like,
you have to be.
Benicio
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No,
Benicio del
we're both
Toro,
we're both ready to
Delroy
drive
Lindo,
this thing home. Yes,
yeah, and Stellan Skarsgård, all
yes.
convinced isn't even the right word. I just experienced them as the character that they took on in the films that they were
Hmm.
in. I experienced them as they wanted to be experienced. There wasn't any
Yeah.
translating work I had to do. I didn't have to like think about their past roles. I didn't come up out of the experience from them. They were like
Mm-mm.
completely channeling what they were asked to channel. That is
Yeah.
like
Well, they were
art,
grounded.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All
They
three
were
of them.
grounded. They were
And I
grounded,
mean,
and I think
Jacob did a good job too, but
he did. Well, because and I think it's a good point about Jacob. All Jacob, Sean Penn, and give me her name one more time so I don't mess it up.
Amy Madigan.
Mm. Amy Madigan. They all played these whimsical, magical beings. That's essentially what they are. They're beings. They're whimsical, magical beings. Lockjaw has a magical name, and he becomes Lockjaw at the end. Amy
Oh, they're
Madigan
like
becomes
mythical.
mythical. There are these mythical, even Frankenstein, he was a mythical creature. Weapon, she was a witch. There's some magic and whimsical, mystical thing about them. And they got to play them over the
Wow.
top because they're otherworldly. These characters are otherworldly and stand as metaphors. They're
You're right.
metaphors. They're not human. Lockjaw's not, I mean, he's human to daddy, but he's more than human.
Right.
He's this walking poetry of something.
Yeah, like a
And
caricature of something.
a caricature of something. These other actors and these other roles are written as human beings with no power. They're not magical.
You're
They're not
right.
mythical.
They're going through something. They're
Right.
being transformed in their roles.
Right.
That's so
Yes.
different than the
Yes.
people who got their award. Yeah, thank you for
Right.
pointing that out
Right.
because I
Yeah.
do long for an arc. Like if I'm going to give an
Mm-hmm.
award to an actor for showing me something,
Mm-hmm.
I want it to be an arc that's like taking me from one place to another. And I didn't
Right.
feel like that with the people who were
Mm-mm.
awarded for these supporting roles.
Yeah. Yeah. I think those supporting roles, those awards went to actors whose characters were going to be flat the whole time.
Mm,
You can count on them to be what you see is what you get throughout the whole movie.
yeah. God, it's such a
And
miss.
yeah, I don't know. And that's why I just scoffed. And he wasn't even there. The fact that Sean Penn wasn't there, it just either was flexing his own muscle of respect, and he was saying, "Y'all gonna respect me whether I'm here or not," or he really was like, I've been doing this for so long, I don't got to be here anyway. But I didn't like it. I
Yeah.
did not like it. Yeah. But there was any I'm trying to think about anything else that I got upset about. I think those are the only things because at that after that, we started going to where we needed to go. We sure did.
I
So
wanted
after
to
those
just briefly say that I was happy for you when I saw F1 win for best sound because I was like, "Oh,
thank
my boy
you.
Horatio is gonna be so happy,"
Thank you.
because you took the time to point
Yes.
out that that really was some
Yes.
incredible sound production.
Yes. And what I like that there's a difference between score and sound effects. Big difference. Because that immersive sound, I
Yeah.
mean, it just takes you where you can close your eyes and it's its own thing. And when F1 won for that, I thought, well deserved. That's when I started going, okay, maybe they've not lost all of their mind. And there is a God in heaven somewhere looking
Oh my
down upon us.
gosh.
There is reason to celebrate. And I started to enjoy the Oscars. Because before that, I was high.
Yeah.
all of the three. We were, oh, what is going on here, everybody? What is going on here? Oh, so good. And then film editing. Um, who won for film editing?
One battle after another.
That was what that I was so mad about.
Yeah, I was
I
mad.
thought that oh God. I mean, every time one battle won, I'm gonna be honest with you. Every time one battle won, I got pissed.
Me too.
I got
It was like,
I
"This movie is
lost it.
sweeping? Come on, you
It
guys,
won too
no!"
many things.
Ugh,
It
so
won too many
disappointing.
things. It won way too many. And when that happened, I also thought I did think that Martyr Supreme could have come through film editing because it's so fast paced
Yeah,
and there's so much shock value. And
yeah,
there were literally moments when I thought I did not see that coming. Because the way they cut when he fell out of that tub and it was right,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it was everything had so much shock value and just the general pace. I thought, oh, okay, we're gonna be all right. And I just when what I didn't what did they edit? I just don't understand. I don't understand. Maybe I don't know editing. I don't know editing. But I do know that they needed to edit this award out. That's what they should have did. They should have edited this award out. God, that was awful. We should just go through one battle. What else did this stinking movie win? Ugh,
Well, it
it
won Best
made me
Picture.
'cause we don't why would you we don't
What else? Sean Penn won for Best Actor. It
Yep,
won for Best Casting. It won for Best
yep.
Film Editing.
Oh god.
Um, yeah.
It was just just yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. Now, can we go to score? Because
Score.
Sinners won
Yeah.
for best
That was a
score.
great moment. That was such a
That
good
was a
moment.
great moment. When that happened, the lights came on. The lights came on, and I'm glad that they won this over best song because
Yeah, I was so
had it
disappointed about that.
had they won over best song, I would have been mad. But because
Hmm.
Sinners won the score, I knew we were going to be okay. I
Yeah.
knew then because I knew that we were going to be judged on merit and it wasn't going to be based on
Mhm.
whatever else was happening that night. So they win best score. And I literally was cooking chicken because I was watching the Oscars and cooking my chicken. And I think I got like chicken juice in my eye. I was so
And that's
I
the
couldn't
story
believe
of
it.
your salmonella. Perfect. Best score
Yes.
in salmonella, Oscar night
Yes.
with Horatio.
Yes. I was so happy. When they won, I knew, ah, I
I
knew
mean,
I was gonna be okay.
totally deserved. The score of that film is exquisite, and its range, and its
Exquisite.
history, and its culture, and its
All of it.
beauty, and its passion, and it takes us somewhere as the movie goes from one place to another, one time to another, one genre to another. The score, like, carried
Mm.
us through all of those movements in that film. So, if it hadn't won that, I don't know, but I was
I mean,
so relieved.
yesterday, or was it yesterday? Today's Monday. Yesterday, I was in Atlanta with my sister, and we were playing Monopoly a couple hours before we were to go to the airport, and take the flight, and get back home. And I said, "Oh, we should put on Sinners." And Monopoly is a long game, and we put it on, and throughout the whole thing, we're noticing things about the music again. So when
Yes.
Sammy's out in the field and he's singing, "I lied to you," I said, "Wait, is he singing?" In the beginning. And
Yes.
every introduction of each character is a small snippet of their like theme song.
Yes.
And it just oh, we were singing it, and at certain moments we'd be quiet, and then and off to reap the corn. Right it back because I think I missed my part. I wanted to hear him say, "Do you hear that? They singing out there." And my mom was sitting on the couch, and I was tapping her. I said, "You need to be singing this. I mean, we're playing Monopoly, and while we're not." And then the song would come on, and we're just singing it together. And I'm just in my bones. All I'm thinking is, I cannot wait to have teenagers so that we can all experience sinners together and then for the first time so that when we are playing Monopoly or something, we can just start and all to reap I lied to you.
Beautiful.
Oh God. It gives me goosebumps. It still gives me goosebumps. Oh Lord have mercy. And the best part about it is they won. Thank you.
Mhm.
The biggest thing that really we were on a roll. Best cinematography.
Yeah,
Sinners
that was
won.
wonderful too.
Oh my God.
That's a really competitive one, right? Looking at those films and remembering
Jeez
the
Louise.
imagery, the, like, visual journeys that those films were taking us on, that they were all very
Man.
compelling. So that was a really prestigious, like, experience for them to get, and I'm
And you were
so
talking
glad
about
they
Train
did.
Dreams,
Yeah.
and out of all of them, Train Dreams is just steeped in nature. And
Yes.
that one I thought, well, maybe I thought if not Sinners, Train Dreams was gonna win. Just because
Mm,
of the visuals. I've seen some of the snippets.
yeah,
I haven't watched the full film, but I thought because it's so heavy on the setting, I thought
yeah.
this might be it. But for the her name is Autumn Durald Arkpaw, the first Black woman to win Best Cinematography. Wow.
Yes.
Wow, 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 wow.
I mean, every time Sinners won something and they
Mhm,
gathered up there, it was
mhm.
so obvious who Ryan Coogler had assembled to do this
Yeah,
project.
you
It was something to
yeah,
be so proud of. I thought, I
yes,
hope every time they're up there, he
yeah.
is feeling like, look what I did. This is amazing.
Look
Like,
what I
look at this.
did.
Behold the talent and the deep bench of
Mm,
gifts that I have pulled
mm,
together to do this.
mm.
Something to be really proud of.
Very, very, very proud. I thought about that, um, when so I'll just jump right to it. When Michael B. Jordan is called to receive the Best Actor award, and I mean, the camaraderie that I mean, Coogler runs up to him, daps him up. Michael is just shocked. And before we get to him on the stage, that was a moment when I thought
Mhm.
what you just said, that he was so proud of what he was able to I mean, because they were in the gym shooting together for a very long time. And to give your boy a layup like that and watch him dunk it, and I mean, it just a family affair. And that is more than just the film, right? It's the film,
Totally.
but it's also what's
Totally.
happening in these lives of these human beings that makes it
Absolutely.
even you know what I mean? So when they won so they win Best Original Screenplay, and in that moment, Ryan Coogler has the entire cast stand up, and when he
That
does
moment for
that,
me.
he tells everybody to stand up. Everybody stand up. Please, I want all of y'all to stand up. And I got scared because I thought he did it, not only because of this camaraderie that we're talking about, but is he doing that because he knows we're not gonna win best film because of how this
Oh,
and so because we're not gonna all get up on stage for best film, they don't all assemble.
I
And so
never
when he
thought of that.
says when they all stand up for best original screenplay, I think that that award, best screenplay, is probably the most legitimately deserved award, I think,
Oh,
because it was so original. Like that had to have been the case. There was nothing more original than this film. I mean, it was just
absolutely
beautiful when
not.
he had everybody stand up. I mean, it was just That was the award for the entire film, not just Michael B. Jordan, not just for the score, not for the cinematography, but the ensemble. I
Mm.
was I was okay. I was okay with that. And then Michael wins, and that I mean, he's number 6 now, or is it number 7? I forget, number 6 or 7 of there's only been 5 or 6 black men who've won. I mean, and it's years, decades, generations, and to see him up there, it was like we hit the mountaintop. I mean, that
It was the
was
best. It was the
oh my
best.
god.
Everything about how he held the space from the moment his name was called until that music
Mm.
came up, he I've never seen someone handle it so beautifully and perfectly as he
Mm.
did. It was
Yeah,
incredible. I thought he was just incredible in that moment.
he was the man, and then goes to In and Out afterward. I mean, it was just by that time, when we did not win, we look at me included. This is a communal thing, man.
Our team, yeah.
This is our team. When that award was given, and then best film, I just thought, okay, fine. I mean, I just at that point I knew when battle was just all right, fine.
You knew?
Not that I knew, I no, I didn't know, but I knew we were gonna be okay because out of
Mm,
16 Oscar noms, 4 of the most deserving. I mean, it would have been too much like right to win score, cinematography, screenplay, best actor, and best film.
yes.
That would have been like, I mean, call Ryan Coogler Thanos at that point. Is he not
Happily. I'll
Thanos?
call him whatever he
Yep.
wants me to call him. He deserved every
And
single one of those.
he deserved every single one, and it's like you had to go against so much, man. I mean, and what a I just kept thinking, what a time to be alive to see this, and to see that although I didn't agree with everything, all the awards, I just to see that they had that kind of sweep 4 awards is huge,
It is.
is huge. It's huge, and this was the first Oscars that I can say I was, like, on the edge of my seat.
Uh-huh.
I never cared about the Oscars. Who I what? What is this highfalutin gathering of the uppity ups and the muckety mucks? Who cares? I'm not gonna be there. But I tell you what, I'm already into some of these movies for this year, and I am Oscar down. This
Oh
is a
my
new
gosh, I'm
thing.
so excited. I'm so excited to have, like, a full like, the some of those lesser categories this year as it comes up to have
Yes.
somebody to
Yeah.
talk to about, like, these
Yes.
documentary shorts and the international
Yes.
features and stuff. I'm
Yes.
so happy. Welcome,
Yes.
welcome.
You've got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. I think they're
Best
making
original song for Toy Story?
Toy Story I think they're making a Toy Story 72.
Oh my
I think there are
lord.
about 72 of those. Yeah. All in all, Oscars was a great time, and I'm so excited. If you have not already, go see Project Hail Mary, fantastic sci-fi movie with Ryan Gosling. Uh, wow, what a film. I think already it might be making its way up, uh, to the
I'm hearing
nominations.
some talk, but I don't know. Really? Gosling? I feel really,
What did I call him?
um,
Gosler? Gosling, I'm sorry.
I
Sorry,
mean, let's
Ryan.
call him Gosler. I think let's call him Gosler. It'll be our kinda joke. Let's call him the Gosler. I just can't take him seriously, and so
Ah.
I'm gonna give it my best shot. Knowing you think highly of the film is helping me get my booty in there, but I already have this, like, formulaic suspicion about this film, so I'm happy to hear
Oh,
your report.
well, I'd adhere to that formulation. Buckle up. It was so good. I haven't watched it in IMAX yet, but when it came out, I saw it that
Mm.
weekend. It was so good in the airport this weekend. I was going to get some gummies or my mom, not gummies, not drugs, not gummies, drugs. My mom was going to get some cashews or something sour,
For the
and
record.
the Reverend is not doing any gummies. Um,
Absolutely not.
and I saw the book, Project Hail Mary,
Yeah, somebody
and
asked me if I'd read the book before I went to see the film, and I haven't read the book, so do
I
you think
have
that
not.
is important?
I don't, but when I picked up the book, I just thought, let me just grab it. I grabbed it, Sarah, and I read like the first 3 pages on the plane. It's on my bedroom nightstand.
That's something.
I mean, it just throws you right into it. I'm
Okay.
excited to read the book. Apparently, the book has more details. Of course it does, all that stuff.
Of course it
But
does.
man, yeah, sure. But Project Hail Mary, I think I wouldn't be surprised if I see it nominated later on this year. Fantastic movie. I might go see it one more time in IMAX just for the thrill of it.
When you go to IMAX, is it important to you to go to the 70 millimeter IMAX that they have in Dallas, or are you okay with
Mm-mm.
just IMAX,
No,
straight
I'm
up
okay with
IMAX?
I'm
Okay.
straight up IMAX. I will only go to a 70 mil if Ryan Coogler tells me to go. Um,
Right? Then I will do it
I mean,
too.
what other reason? I mean, it would have to be like a world-breaking movie or film. I'm
Yeah.
not driving to Dallas. I mean, that was insane. For
I mean,
Sinners,
we're lucky to
I'll
have one
do it
that
again.
close.
I know there's only like 7 in the country or something like that. It's
Yeah.
absurd. Yeah, but, man. Well, Michael B. did it.
He did it, and I'm so glad. I have to
He
say, I
did it.
have to complain only about one more thing, and then let's find something
Please,
positive to end on. But
complain.
I don't know if you saw this clip, but because of the conversation you and I had about what one battle after another thought it was doing and what other people were
Uh-huh.
experiencing it as, and
Yeah.
what you and I having a very different take on it. I don't
Mhm.
know if you saw the interview after receiving the award, but
Mm.
they were interviewing Paul Thomas Anderson, and one of the
Mhm.
members of the press said, "Can you speak to, can you tell us how this film is speaking to our times, the times that we're living
Mm.
through, like your
Oh my.
intentions about that?"
Mhm.
And did you hear about this and what his
I
response
did not.
was?
Please. What did he say? What did
He
he
said, "I
lie?
thought we were supposed to be drinking martinis right now."
And that's that BS I be talking about.
Exactly what you were talking about. Exactly what you were talking about. That in the end, this is actually consumerism using our times to draw us in and not commentary on our times. And that answer told me everything I needed to know about what you and I had talked about. And so I don't want to end there, but I thought that's exactly what Horatio was saying. So,
Well, I think that's a good point because when so I've been thinking about this lately. Um, I have been thinking about why when we started this series, the question was why is it that films are important as not only things to consume like aesthetically and to get a break from like the drama of life and have a popcorn experience where you can kind of just space out. In undergrad or grad school, there was this theory, this writer, some womanist, somebody, I don't know who it was, but there's this idea that, now I mean to scoff at womanists. I'm not doing
some
that. I'm
woman is
just saying.
somebody, he said.
Woo-hoo! What I'm saying is there was an idea that was hovering around, and the idea was that human beings, regardless of your spirituality or expression or faith tradition, we all go to altars. There's altars everywhere,
Yes.
like the church altar, right? That there is a offering being given, and you're coming to the altar. And films are a type of altar that
Hmm.
they're speaking to something human, something relatable. They're helping us feel seen, heard, They're helping us sober ourselves. They're helping us
Mm.
feel less crazy. They're giving us language to things that our emotions can't articulate. They're opening up us to
Yeah,
something. A
portals.
good film. They're portals, right? And they invite us to consider and to reconsider, to reflect, or empower us to say something, to use our voice, or remind us of how precious we are, how fickle life can be. And the films that we love, as we have shared in this space, are films that do that well, that really take seriously the job, the labor of showing us what life can be, what it can be, what it should not be.
Mhm.
Um, and it's powerful, it's transformative. Um, a good altar ought to alter you.
Come on.
And we appreciate films that do that, that take seriously like the opportunity to alter, that you give
Yes.
somebody that's giving you their time, giving you their funds limited, and giving you open space to their heart to alter, make alterations. And we don't give everybody that privilege to alter us. All right. We are protective of who alters us. And when
Yes.
you have a director poised with the open heart that we give, how dare you try to alter me
Yes.
in a way that is feckless and artificial and manipulative for your pockets
So well
on the
said.
backs of folks who are actually suffering out here. And you use their
Yes.
suffering as art. Don't you
Those
do that.
symbols to be used, like, it's the difference between a sacrament and, like, desecrating a symbol. That is
Yes, it's a
so well
desecration.
put, Horatio.
It's a desecration. Um, and we want to honor those who we can find divinity in.
Mm.
And those other ones are like, what the heck? And so I think that that's why I like doing this podcast. That's why I like diving in because life is I say it all the time. The world is cold and full of darkness. And in these films, man, we're trying to find light, trying to find something. Shine a light or be a light, trying to get warm. So they can be warm altars. And there will be some idiots out there who call themselves directors. They gonna be putting that popcorn stuff in our face, and we're gonna be like, "We see you. I see you.
Yeah.
You desecrating devil. I see you."
PTA, get out of here.
Yes, out of here. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, my friend. I know you got to run. Sarah, no, Sweeney. Thank you so much for all you do and all you are. You are light. The world is cold and full of darkness. So keep on doing what you're doing, my friend. And together we will let there be light. Peace out, my friend. I'll see you next
Peace
time.
out.